Welcome to Anime Anonymous. I am CJ.
This is Ace.
And I am Jess.
And we are finally back.
Woo.
Ian held us for a little bit, good old hurricane. But we are back. Obviously, thoughts and prayers are with everybody who is suffering in the areas that were hit badly by Ian. But we are back, and we get to do a couple things. Ace is going to give us his quick review on Vivi, and then we're going to jump into Dungeon. What's the full name? Because it's very long.
Suppose a kid from the last dungeon boonies moved to a starter town.
There we go. But before all that, if you guys want to hit us up on anything, I've been actually a little bit more active on Twitter than Instagram. So Twitter, Anime Anonymous. Instagram, just add a X to the end of that.
And then Audience, Anime Anonymous.
And then if you want to email us any recommendations, thoughts, etc., xanimeanonymousx@gmail.com. Now, all yours, Ace.
Yeah, so just a quick recap on Vivi. I felt like it was very realistic. The pacing was really fast, but I understand that it was needed because of the 100-year time frame that they were trying to fit in. So that made sense. But yeah, combat was great, music was great, artwork. I wasn't really engaged, but it was definitely a quality anime. I don't know what was. It was just too real. Like it felt so realistic. It felt like this could really happen. I don't know about the time travel part, but the controversy. I felt as though the AI was more human than I guess someone would normally assume. The way she was problem solving, the way she would like not listen to the AI supporter who was guiding her from the future.
Yamamoto.
Yeah, I was like, AI should be like logical. Like I don't know if you like anyone's like a Star Trek fan, but like how Spock is like logical in his decision making. I was thinking like the AI should be more like that, but she was like combative and like trying to understand the reasons of why something is this way and why this is happening and other solutions instead of like kill this person, let's move on. Kill this person, let's move on. So it was definitely entertaining. I recommend it. I would give it a 7.5. It literally had everything that I would normally enjoy in an anime, but for some reason, it was just a solid anime, in my opinion.
Okay, so 10 for me, you were a 9?
Mm-hmm. I was a 9.
And a 7.5. Damn, Ace. Anyway, so now on to the main focus. I was going to say star.
No, don't
the
do
main
that.
focus of this episode. Good old Dungeon. So you want to give us the summary?
So, pretty much, it is a OP character, main character from the last village, starter village, but his is actually the last village, and pretty much, Lloyd is the main character. He regards himself as the weakest in his village in terms of magic, strength, and intelligence. Even so, to fulfill his desire of becoming a soldier, he goes to the kingdom of Azami to enroll in the military academy. However, as someone whose upbringing defies common sense, his innate power might just prove to be the key to end the crisis enveloping the kingdom. So, yeah, that's pretty much very accurate. Yeah, he's just an OP kid. He's from the starter village that's really the last village. When he goes to the real starter village, he's like OP, and he's literally the strongest person in the world. But then when you get to his village, like even the old people are like OP, powerful, and even the way they travel, they like
travel is freaking stupid.
They blow each other out of cannons to travel and to hit a mountain, to bounce off the mountain and fly everywhere.
Ridiculous.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's dive in. What's your first impressions?
So for anyone who has paid attention to any of the other anime podcasts that we've kind of done, what is it? Collaborations. Couldn't think of the word. We spoke about this anime on Will I Continue with HMG. And we all basically kind of raved about it.
Right.
Because the first episode,
amazing.
If you don't know, check it out. Check out Will I Continue. His thing is basically he watches one episode and decides if that's enough for him to continue or not. We watched the first episode, and the first episode was hilarious, but also you saw how OD Lloyd is, right? Mm-hmm. So we're like, yes, we're going to continue, blah, blah, blah. So that was our first opinion on it. I think, honestly, it kind of went downhill from the first
I agree.
episode.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, the first episode got you hooked.
Well, I think after that military testing scene, was that still episode 1?
Yeah, that was still episode 1.
Okay.
Yeah, because the next episode, you find out he didn't make it.
Yeah, he didn't pass, right?
And that was shocking.
Yeah, and just because, like, they couldn't really, like, measure him in a way, but, like, I don't know. First impressions, they did what they were supposed to. They hooked you.
Yeah.
And like, it definitely stayed comedic. Like, it was funny. Almost everybody, and I'm saying this, 1, because it's true, but 2, it's going to mess with the Ace. So it's similar, but I'm not even going to shade One Piece like that. It's similar to One Piece to me in a sense of every supporting character in this I liked more than I liked the main character. I like everybody else over freaking what is his name?
Lloyd.
Luffy. No, I'm talking about in One Piece. Like, but at least Luffy isn't a sissy, bro.
Right.
Like, and he has some fire moments. Like, Lloyd never really has fire moments. Like, his fire moments are still comedy. Like, when he was, like, yeeting the grasshoppers.
Yeah.
He's just like, boom, and you just see them fly into
like
the,
that Team Rocket fly.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Like, they're in a whole nother galaxy. Like, and he's just like, and like, but, like, it's not even... It
gets old.
There we go.
It
gets overplayed so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, and then he's just like, okay, he's supposed to be, quote unquote, the weakest, right?
In his village.
Why is he the dumbest as well, though? Like
that. Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Like, he's like, oh, that's a costume, and like it's trying to kill everybody, and he's just like, oh, you shouldn't do that in a costume. I'm like, all right, bro.
You're like, this is not a monster.
You're acting like a 2-year-old. Right.
He's like, so what are monsters looking for? What do monsters look to you?
Like,
and they're
when
like
they're
demon lords.
Like when Murray, like the witch, meets him, and he's like, yeah, I ran into these bugs. These aren't bugs. These are monsters. Oh, and then there was this dragon-looking thing. That's a demon lord.
No, a flying lizard. He was like, yeah, there was a flying lizard.
A dragon.
And this freaking dragon, bro. Like,
that's a demon lord. Like, she's freaking out like, dude, that's not the small things that you are saying. Those are big things.
But to him it is.
Right.
But, like, that's the thing. Like, he doesn't use his brain ever. Like, he doesn't learn.
No.
Right, yeah, he doesn't grow.
No.
There's no growth at all.
No, it doesn't. And he acts, like, super feminine. Like, which is, there's been, like, that's not a huge issue to me. Like, honestly. But, like, it's, like, the culmination of all of them. Like, you're not thinking, your overpoweredness kind of gets played out, and then you act like basically a girl, and then you don't recognize that you're strong. Like, he almost killed old boy. Like, the one who was always talking about, like, oh, I'm gonna be like a captain or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He almost killed him because he was like, yeah, just go ahead, just punch me. And he's like, all right, I hope this doesn't hurt too much. And then, like, he literally almost just knocks his head off. Like, if what's her name? Marie? If she didn't come in and pick him up, he would have killed him. He's like, oh, see, there you go, saving me. You knew I was in trouble. I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah, I did not like that.
Like,
I guess none of the fearful moments or suspenseful moments were just non-existent.
there were none.
No.
Yeah,
Like
there-
he would come in, save the day, and it'll be like not even like a combative like fight scene and make it
No,
like entertaining.
no,
It was just one and done. And that's it.
But what you mentioned before this started was like One Punch Man. Like, even though his was like one and done, it's still funny and impactful, right? Like, this is just like the impact. There is none.
No
like,
impact at all.
Yeah,
It was very it let me down.
yeah.
It let me down.
It was. I mean, so going over just different things, visuals. This honestly reminded me of like a Final Fantasy game. If like like old school ones, whenever they did like the cutscenes or whatever, that's kind of how. Or even like honestly, like Kingdom Hearts styles. Like Lloyd reminds me
Of Sora for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He reminds me of him, right? I did like the what's her name? The assassin. Not the assassin. The one with the arm. I can't think of her name right now. Is it Alka? Rio? Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
liked her. She was cool. And she again, everybody except for the blonde with the belt. Everybody kind of has some growth, right? So Rio has like, actually, honestly, if they had made a show about her, I probably would be more interested.
Yeah.
Because
Wasn't she the one that saw him as like the beast?
yes,
Yeah,
that's what I was
yeah,
about to
yeah.
say. The first time you see her, she's like scouting out people. She's like, yeah, what's going on here? What's going on here? She's like, but the hell is this thing sitting next to me? And she sees like a tiger, a demon thing looking at her. And like,
And that's what got me hooked. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good.
because he turns to like ask her something, she like gets it. She's like, oh crap, I took a combative stance. He's gonna kill me now. Like, she was funny, and she was like the one girl who didn't like just OG automatically fall in love with him. Like,
Oh, yeah.
even the martial arts girl, just as soon as he beats her, she's like, I need to marry you. We need to make kids right now. Like.
It was funny at first.
No, and there are comedic, like, I don't want to, like, dog the whole thing, right? Like, his comedy isn't that funny, right? Like, it gets old. But there's a lot of comedy. Like,
yeah, like the combat between the witches,
Yeah.
the old witch, and calling her like a hag. And
the-
and then she, like, keeps...
Lowly grandma.
Yeah.
She keeps
was
cursing
funny.
her for no reason. She's
yeah,
like,
that was funny.
so, Marie. She's like, yeah. Why was my teleportation ball at the bottom of a well? She's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, it's fine. I'm not mad. It's just every 10 minutes you're gonna stub your toe. That's it.
Yeah,
It's just like, she's like, you're using rune magic for this?
yeah, that was funny. So it definitely has some comedic parts for sure.
What about you, babe?
It all went downhill. I mean, I think, what was it? I could only binge watch maybe 2, and then Lloyd would do something stupid, and I'd be like, nope, I'm done. Like the scene where they're all in the hot tub when they're at the hotel.
I want to say, what is that, like
Keep going,
6.
episode 6 or 7?
Yeah,
Something
so
that?
like, the whole... So there's this like side quest that they're doing where something's going on. I forget what they call
At the
it.
forest?
It's at the forest, but there's this hotel in the forest, and Lloyd goes and becomes one of the workers there as like a
the
side,
bellhop,
like a
basically.
side gig for the summer because military school is out for the summer.
Oh, right, okay.
So Rio takes her winning money from that tournament event that happened prior, and she goes stays at the hotel, but actually she's there to help them. So then all of a sudden, all the girls show up because of this issue that's happening at the hotel. Well, then, they're all going to go into the hot springs. And it's like these girls are walking around literally butt naked, and this guy is just, like, not doing anything. Like, he's, like, freaking out and, like, not freaking out. And I'm like, dude, you are surrounded by hot chicks. Why are you not getting, like, red face or anything?
Yeah.
Red face anime. Wow.
Like, nothing. I'm like, huh? I'm like, I'm done. I'm
It
done.
was just weird.
I'm done.
Yeah, and then
Anything with Lloyd, it was
now and that was the same couple episodes where like he was somebody the other chick was teaching him about massages or whatever, and he like DDT somebody. Like he's like, yeah, I learned about massages. They're like, oh yeah, I'd love one. He,
I think it was Loli. I think it was the grandma. That
yeah, he
did it
freaking
too.
DDT's the grandma. Like what the heck?
I think that was
bruh?
funny though.
Yeah, like that was funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. But like, yeah, it was very it was hard for me to get through like the last half, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, and I when I hit 12, I was like, there's another one. And I was like, oh, there's not. Yes, I'm done. Because, like, the way it ends, you're like, oh, okay, there's probably, like, a wrapping up episode or whatever. But no, it just kind of cold cut ends. So,
Yes.
I don't know. But yeah, no, like, yeah, Rio's whole growth as a character, like, she still kind of stays true to it. Like, she's money hungry, but, like, not as money hungry as before. Like when they went to Lloyd's place, she was like, I gotta take these clothes off. I gotta sell them. I can make money. But like she actually really liked that they gave her the stuff.
Right.
She still sold it, but she was thankful, basically, right? Mm-hmm. And like she was helping them out. At first, it started out because she wanted to get money, but then she would like decide to help them out. So, like, you had some growth with her. You had her growth with her older, like, orphan sister or whatever. About how she gave her the arm and it was, like, sucking the life out of her.
Right.
So, like, that whole kind of thing was interesting. Like,
did you like the battle between... and I say battle, but I mean, like, the competition that they had to try and be Lloyd's wife? With his parents.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, none of them chose the belt girl though. She's
Right.
like, what the heck, man?
She was hurt.
Yeah,
I
like,
enjoyed that.
The woman picked Rio,
Mm-hmm.
but the old guy picked the martial arts girl because she was out there like fighting, and she is a deadpan character, but even her comedy was funny. She was like, yes, I've dedicated my life to learning your martial arts. Mm-hmm. And then she finds out that it's literally just like a warming up exercise for like kids and old people. And she's just dead. She literally dies. She's just like, this is what I dedicated my life to. I thought it was the strongest thing. And it's just like a morning exercise. But yeah. And then what you were talking about with the way they travel there, like, they literally put each other in a cannon, and there's like a giant target on a mountain. It's like, hey, I gotta go to the mines. Can you shoot me? And like, she's dang it, I'm getting a little inaccurate in my old age.
Yeah,
it's just like what?
I was like, I don't know. It was very comedic, but I just felt like they lied to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I thought it was going to go a whole different route, and it did not.
Do you remember what we predicted was going to happen when we did the Will I Continue?
I do.
I remember mine. It was pretty chill. I was like, we're gonna see him go on like some adventures, and then, you know, potentially get more of a love interest with the belt girl, which did not happen because he's oblivious. Mm-hmm. Like, and he's really oblivious. Like, I've seen some anime where they're oblivious, but he's on another level.
Oh my gosh, it was so annoying as a woman. It was so... I was just like, I wanted to go up to them and be like, he doesn't notice, so stop trying. Yeah. I'm like, you can do so much better.
I still even feel like getting to his village was underwhelming. Like, I felt like it should have been, like...
I thought we were going to get more, like, in the climax part, like, when we were... Like, when that new guy showed up, like, that new character, or whatever.
Which new character?
The one... Oh, gosh, what's his name?
Who?
Oh, Oog. E-U-G. Oog.
What, the dwarf?
Yeah, the dwarf. I thought when we met him, we're like, okay, we're going to get somewhere. We're going to get, like, to the end, because it was towards the end. I was like, we're going to build and build. No, we didn't build.
Yeah.
We did not build.
Yeah, no. And I mean, to be fair, to get to his village, you have to take, like, a portal. that Oog or
Controlled,
Eug,
yeah.
whatever his name is, controlled. So like a normal person can't technically get there. I mean, like there obviously have to be maybe other ways, unless Oog is supposed to be the one that runs that. But I feel like there has to be another way because it is the last dungeon, but it's called that for a reason because it's holding all those demon lords. So
Right.
it's like, I don't think it's like a dungeon that's actually supposed to be cleared. Like it's a true word dungeon
to keep things from getting out.
Yeah, and all the other dungeons are like fake ones made to detract people from that one. So, but yeah, I think this had so much promise to be a good, like I said, like a anime version of like a Kingdom Hearts or like a Final Fantasy or something, right? Like
Drop the ball.
And there's another one that I'm thinking of that's similar. It's in that like Final Fantasy genre, but it kind of fits a little bit better. Maybe I'm thinking of the game Blaze Blue. It might be Blaze Blue, but yeah, it just had so much potential, and it just didn't keep my attention, which is crazy because I have OCD and I have to finish things. Like, and I was just like, man, I'm struggling. Like, I finished Psychopaths and I hate that thing. Like, I was just like, ugh, I don't know, man. Like, Lloyd is really being annoying. Like, it wasn't as I'm exaggerating probably how hard it was for me to get through it, but yeah, just remove Lloyd.
And it would have been great.
Much better thing. Like, I don't know, pull a whole Attack on Titan and kill him in like the second episode, but then actually like leave him dead. Like, just he's dead.
Like, if they would have killed him all and left the suspense of like how his family would react, how his village would react, I would have enjoyed it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And like, I guess they try to explain it, why he can't like technically take action in certain things, because like his village, they are like the village of heroes basically, and they're only allowed to act in cataclysmic events like demon lords and stuff. So it's like, but even then, just tell him that.
Right.
Why even send him on this journey then? Like,
Yeah, what was the point of him going to the start?
just because the lowly grandma, like it was gonna be like she's childish,
Right, yeah.
and it was gonna piss somebody off basically for him.
Wasn't it gonna piss off the dwarf guy because of his plan?
No, she didn't even know his plan.
Oh, okay.
No, it was gonna piss somebody off though. I can't remember, but it's literally mentioned. Like Marie says, knowing you, it's probably some petty reason that you want him to join in, and then like they kind of say why it is, and it is a petty freaking reason. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, even lowly grandma, like she's supposed to be like this insane, super old character, but like even then she was lackluster. Like, yeah, she was strong, but she got captured in like one of the dumbest ways.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That was annoying.
Underneath the boulder or something?
Yeah.
Something like that old lady?
No,
or?
because she just let you basically seal her power
Right.
really easily. And then the way her power gets unsealed is the dumbest thing. Like, the belt girl, she goes to the thing and starts talking to it about, oh, I'm going to talk to you about Lloyd. Like, I guess she had written a novel and starts reading it, and it breaks out.
Yeah, it gets
It's
annoyed.
like, yeah, no, you don't have to do that. Like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
If it was this easy, like, what?
What's the point of the seal?
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
so,
it was.
I don't
This
know.
was a
There's
weird
just
one.
so many like letdowns, and I was expecting so much because it was so good in the first episode.
Yeah, I was literally. If I would have bet, I would have easily said this was going to be a 10 out of 10, no problem. You know, when we did the Will I Continue.
Yeah.
I would have lost a lot of money.
Yeah, I was so like itching to go into like the next episode when we were watching it, but like
Yeah, we did. We literally looked at each other, and I was like, "No, HMG said the first episode. And then the night when all of us went out with your lady, like, I was texting him, like, hey, bro, like, I know you were talking about this new format you want to do, like, the first 3. Like, you want to do that? No, just the one. I'm like, damn it, bro.
Yeah, because I wanted to finish this so badly after that.
No.
But this is proof to the point, because I have told HMG and Jack and Rick and I have said this, like, you have to watch something for, like, at least the first 2, but I would give it 3 episodes to really see if it's good, because there have been some anime that I kind of wrote off after the first, and I was like, you know what, let me go back and watch it, and I'm like, ooh, I like this, like 86, right? The first episode, like, if you take it just as a one-shot, like, it's not that amazing,
right?
But, like, there was just something in it, and I was like, I gotta go back and watch 2, and I watched 2, I'm like, okay, I'll watch 3. And then they got me hooked. Yeah,
then it started picking up.
This got me hooked off rip.
Right.
But then if I watched 2 and 3, I'm like, that was a false hook. That was shrug that
bamboozled.
off. So,
no, I completely agree. 86 was definitely one of those progression
for sure.
ones, and this one was
what's
it called? Regression?
It was a regression. We started at the peak and it just fell.
Literally the name of the show.
We started at the top at the last, and it just fell down to the crappy one right there.
Exactly. I'm like, oh my goodness, this was stressful actually, and I think that's why. I think that was why it was hard for me to like, because we were talking briefly when you went to go get the food, and we were trying to get like the last part. I'm like, bro. Refresh my memory on the ending.
I finished like. Okay, not gonna lie. The last 3 episodes were very hard for me to get through. Like, I started falling asleep. So, like, the last, like... These episodes are 24 minutes long. I had to rewatch the last one because I think I needed to watch the 20 minutes of it. So, I put it in dub. By the way, this anime in dub is the most annoying dub version in my life.
I never tried.
So. If you are a dub listener, just disregard. Because the voice actors, English for all of them, are like annoying girls.
Very high pitch.
It's like a whole bunch of kids. And literally, it's just like the anime. It's a whole bunch of kids just running around with these giant grasshoppers or lotus, and they're just fighting them. But the end fight wasn't even like entertaining. The only entertaining part was the comedy of the G-string guy coming in and saving Lloyd because he was so pathetic and getting beat up by the rock monster. I was like, literally, you're getting saved by this very shiny butt talks of a man. Like, that's it. That's all you got.
The last 2 episodes, sadly, were saved by pervertedness, right? Like, the first pervert was literally Rio. Because Rio recognized that old girl was in love with Marie. She's like, hey, if you pop out of that golem, you can get Marie's panties.
Oh, yeah.
That cockroach chick ran out so quick. Freaking. Now, I will say, that part was funny, too.
That was
like,
funny.
every time she's flying down, Marie thinks she's going to kill her, and she just strokes her face, and then she flies by, she's like, strokes her face, and I'm like, this is so cringy. Like, it was so bad, it was good.
Right.
Like, that portion, I was like, oh my god.
Nah, so they have some comedic parts. Like, if you don't take it serious,
that's the thing.
And go into it not taking it serious. Because I just wanted Lloyd to, like, be so much more, and I think that was my adrenaline to get through it.
Yeah. And Marie's is almost as bad as Lloyd, because she didn't realize how many hints the girl was throwing that she was in love with her.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like,
I'm like, stupid. So you're in love with Lloyd and she's in love with you, but none of y'all see the connection at all.
Yeah. No, that part was funny. She like grabbed the panties and just yeeted it away.
Right.
She was like, yes. And then you had freaking agriculture is justice or something coming around. Like, in his whole G string and he had like 2 S tier or God tier weapons, and like the dwarf was like, "Dang, you really handling those well." And he's just going around, just butt all out of the place. But yeah, no, the ending was weird because like you find out like the main bad guy was technically the OG good guy, and like he can't die or leave until like he's no longer the hero.
Yeah.
So literally, what they were trying to do is that saying you either die a good guy or live long enough to become the villain. Like that's a whole saying, and that's kind of what they were doing. Yeah, it wasn't done well.
Yeah, not at all.
No.
And then like his brother's like everything. Like his brother is a freaking has a bro, like what is that? They call it syscon. Cause I don't even know if there's a bro con or whatever. But he's like he does everything for Lloyd. So like he feels some type of way for Lloyd too. Not probably romantically, but like
just looking out.
Like he everything is for Lloyd, right? So he's like, this world sucks, but if Lloyd wants to be a hero, I'm gonna make him a hero. Like, okay,
which was weird because Lloyd didn't really give off that he wants to be a hero.
What do you mean? He said it like every episode.
But I mean, like, it didn't make sense because I'm like, you're trying. Like, even when he saves people, it's like he doesn't even realize he just saved someone's life.
Yeah, because he's a moron.
Yeah, so I'm like, you're not even making me want you to be a hero.
Yeah, no. But.
And then I wanted him to fight more. I can't even remember if he even fought his brother.
No, they didn't fight. The only actual fight he had
wasn't it like the hotel?
Was with the girl.
Yeah,
that was
flying.
the treant wasn't even that much of a fight either.
Oh no,
the longest fight he had was with the martial arts girl.
Yeah,
and even then, she should not have put that much pressure on him, like at all. Like he's sitting here like, she can't yeet a grasshopper to the moon.
Right.
Like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
but she can sure kick him out of a
hotel.
Was
funny. That was funny. She straight up kicked him into the mountain. Like, that was funny.
And he just dusted off.
The way she just did it quick, too. Like, he comes in, sees Rio. She's like, boom. No, that was good. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm done.
Yeah, y'all want to do ratings?
I'm done.
All right, so tradition, ladies first.
Really? Why?
Go ahead, you. Good job. Come on now.
Deep
out
thought.
of 10.
Deep thought.
Out of 10 dungeons.
Oh, God.
How many you locking this in?
I give it a 1.
Damn.
Golly.
Oh, that surprised me. I mean, okay.
She's more ruthless than us.
You didn't laugh at all during the show?
Apparently not. Apparently, every time.
The first episode was enjoyable.
She's like, hold on. Calculate the one episode, divide by 12. Okay. Yes. Add every time Lloyd pissed me off. All right, subtract. Yeah, it's a 1.
I was like, gee.
She's mean. She's ruthless.
Yeah, that was shocking. Okay. Okay. Right. Did you want to explain your
are you sticking with your 1?
It's a 1. I will explain why.
Okay.
There's one episode that was good. And then all the comedy in it. But, like you said, all the times Lloyd pissed me off. It's just, no. Like, I don't recommend this. If my friends wanted to test it out, I'd be like, sure, I'll rewatch the first episode. But after that, it's on you. You can continue, or you can not, but I'm not. I'm out. I'm done. Peace. I know how this ends. That's it. Okay, the Celine girl, she's right up there with she's right up there with Lloyd on pissing me off, because I just could not stand her. I just couldn't. Not at all. That was it. I was just like, no. Yeah, it's still a 1.
Okay. All right.
Solid.
All right, Ace. What you got?
Before I go into mine.
Point 2?
No, I'm not going to do that. I did laugh. Some of the episodes.
Hold on, what's 1 divided by 12? Point 0.083? Huh?
No, it's not that low. Not that low. Now, the anime website rated it a 6.34, just to set the tone.
Okay.
I'm going to give it somewhere between a 4 and a 5. if I kind of grade it based off of the comedy, and I keep that in mind, that gives it a 5. If I want to compare it to any other genre or niche that it hits, it could be around that 2. But yeah, for real, I'm gonna give it a 5 because I did laugh. It was a lot of funny scenes. It was just It was one of those. Just get through it.
It's a high.
Yeah, it's a
high.
So as a meh, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna stick with a 5 because I did laugh at a lot. Lloyd, he had some funny moments in the beginning. A lot of the contrast with the girl Rio, the old lady jokes, them cursing each other, the competition to be Lloyd's wife, like it was funny. The cringy bug girl, her scenes of like it was funny moments. So yeah, and then I enjoyed the podcast, reviewing it and laughing with y'all. So I'm gonna give it a 5 for that. Like it was definitely something to talk about. So yeah, how about you, CJ?
4.
Okay,
I'm giving it a 4. Because it wasn't. That's like I said. I've seen a lot of anime, and I've seen a lot of anime that are worse than this.
Okay.
And the comedy is definitely what brings it up, and majority of the supporting characters. So like Rio brings it up for me. Marie brings it up for me. Even the lowly grandma, even though she's kind of annoying, like the way she gets bamboozled, other portions where like she's literally using this high tier magic just to be petty. Right. Like, oh, she doesn't want her to do anything with Lloyd, so she gives her a stomach ache every 10 minutes. So she has like diarrhea, basically. Like, that's funny. Yeah. Like, that's legitimately toilet humor, but I'm here for it. Like that was funny to me, right? But like those characters were good. The first episode was like great. I still have to give it props for that. Yeah. And some of the stuff, again, a lot of it not dealing with Lloyd was really good. Like the way Rio built or beat her sister. Like she literally cut open her arm, put an explosive crystal in there, seals it up, and then uses that to blow up her like blow up in her sister's face. Mm-hmm. And like so basically blows almost half her arm off. Like that's ingenuity, and that's also how real she is. Like she's like, no, I am beating you, and I will sacrifice my good arm.
So you don't want to bump it up to a 5? You added new info?
Because 5 is run of the mill, like average. That like, oh, okay, I'll watch it again. Like 5 and 6 are kind of like those average ones for me. Like, yeah, I could watch this again. Obviously, the closer to a 6, the more I'm interested. Like this, no, I really don't want to watch it again. But I'm not going to give it like a 3 because again, supporting characters are funny, and the first episode was really funny. Like so yeah, 4 for me. So 4 for me, 5 for you. Good old 1 from Jess. That's a little over a 3 altogether. But next episode is probably going to be worse than this one if I'm going off of Rick and Jack at all.
Yeah, you were telling me about this earlier. I was like,
I remember that I listened to it, but this is one of their earliest episodes, so I can't. And I'm not even going to go back and listen to it. I thought about it. I'm like, maybe I should, but no. Jack from Featured Anime Podcast has given us a recommendation. It is an anime called Glass Lip. It's 1 season, came out 2014, 13 episodes, drama, romance, slice of life, which usually all 3 I'm good with, but good old IMBD has it as a 5.1. Crunchyroll has it at 2.8. I remember their ratings.
Google has it as a 0.
No,
or whatever website just pulled up.
No,
that's their review.
That's their review.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say it. Crunchyroll has it as a 2.8 out of 5. My anime list has a 5.4. But Jack and Rick, who were the ones that recommended this? This was when they were doing things out of 5. Jack gave it a 0, and Rick gave it a 0.5, if I remember correctly. So that translates to a 2 out of 10?
Right.
With
And a 1?
A 0, so a 1 out of 10?
I hate you guys.
Hey, blame Jack.
Yeah, Jack, I'm talking to you, Jack.
You are in the Discord. You can message him yourself.
Oh, I will. Now, I'm going to try and find the worst anime just for revenge for you guys.
No, this is all because of how our review went with Spirited Away.
Yeah, they're hateful. It's okay.
So they're doing revenge on us.
Like I told him, I was like, we
Right.
just say the truth.
Because like that
people are
one
scared of.
anime that you guys love or hated, they loved.
Yeah.
Combatants. They absolutely loved it.
So
Yeah,
that's
I don't want to do the revenge anymore. I'm tapping out. I'm done. No more competition with this. I want to just give me a season of some good episodes.
So
I want to just do a good month.
Well, we potentially, like I said, we'll potentially do JJK after this,
Right.
Or I might find one that I know for sure you'll like.
Mm.
I think you'll like JJK, but I might do like a complete palate cleanser.
I'm okay with that because the month of September was actually not that good for me. I'm like, this was a tough month. So.
You want to know something funny?
What?
So you know Lloyd's last name is Belladonna, right?
Yeah.
You know who else's last name is that?
What?
Blake.
Yeah.
From
No, I
Ruby.
know. Yeah.
So,
That was
yeah.
a letdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I knew that. Yeah, Blake Belladonna.
I didn't catch that until right now.
Oh, yeah, no. I thought
I was
of
like,
that,
this
yeah.
is definitely another reason why I'm making it a 1.
No,
Okay? If they're related, no.
they're not related. She's part cat.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyway, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say we're gonna suffer next episode. So join us to suffer when we watch Glass Lip. Until then, though, I am CJ.
Pray for Ace.
I'm so sorry.
and the one who's hysterically laughing is Jess. And we will catch you next AA meeting.